What's up? It's Kumbi, and in this video, I am coming to a bit of a defense of the Looksmaxxing community because I personally don't understand where all the hate comes from. Right? Me personally, I'm not part of them, right? I do some of the stuff, but I don't understand like the distaste people have for them purely because a lot of it, well, two, one, a lot of it's just general like self improvement stuff, right? And then two, it's a lot of it is also stuff that are their own communities by themselves. So I don't understand like they. There's obviously like the crazy out of control stuff, which the big creators themselves has already come out against, like shit like bone mashing. That's just dumb, right? I don't know how. I don't know whether it started seriously or as a joke, but like that's just stupid. Like, don't do bone mashing. Even the big people are like, bro, don't do bone mashing. That's just stupid. And the people who are doing bone mashing are just stupid. Like how did you think that like hitting a hammer against your face would turn out well? Like, so that's just stupid. And then there's the people in the Blackpool community, which is like, I guess if you like had what's it called? That's just the extreme, right? Those are the extremists, the black poles. Because like if I was gonna compare this to politics, there'd be the normal conservatives and then like the KKK. There's the there's the normal people where everyone is, and there's the extremists that will exist regardless. The pillars are just stupid, and I think the black pillars are what people are actually against, because when people, what I usually see, right, when I'm doing the casual reading of comments of TikTok videos and stuff, the people that have a problem with it, they have a problem with the people who focus on the things that they can't change, right? Focus on things like eye shape and bone structure and stuff, right? Which in the normal looks maxing community, it's like mentioned because it is a thing, right? But it's not focused on. Just because in the looks maxing community, it's in the name, you're maximizing your looks specifically, right? With things that are generally considered universally attractive features, right? So it always starts with the from the same place, just getting in shape, right? Regardless of where you are, being in shape will always be attractive, right? Some people decide to focus on that and become ultimate in shape, but mostly just being in shape in general will be attractive regardless of where you are. And then stuff like skincare, having nice skin regardless, always attractive. Having nice hair regardless, but like that shit, I don't get why they get hate just because a lot of the things that they preach about are communities in and of themselves, and people would have searched for anyway, right? They would have searched for at some point in their life one of the communities that encompass the amalgamation that is the looks maxing community. They would have searched for it by themselves because either they're interested in it or it's something they want to improve. Because what is looks maxing? Like, genuinely, what is looks maxing? Fitness community, skincare community, hygiene community, so like having white teeth, your breath smelling nice, the fragrance community, smelling nice, the hairstyle community, having a nice hairstyle, um, the the fashion community, dressing well, and that's most of them. Oh, and the fat loss community. If you can, because if I was talking about fitness, then I might be talking about just building some muscle. Then fat loss community is, but like all of it is just stuff that are communities by themselves. It's just all brought, and some people would be searching for them regardless. It's just that they're all brought together into, but under the banner of looks maxing, because they're all things that will improve your looks, right? If you implement them, your looks will be improved. So I don't understand. I can understand with Blackpool because that's where they start focusing on things where I think it's stupid to focus on because there's no point in focusing on it. I can understand acknowledging it, right? If you're acknowledging it, I don't see a problem just because it is a thing, right? Stuff like having high cheekbones, having what's called a certain eye shape, what certain eye shape, jaw structure, maybe um, what do they call it? Lower thirds, catval tilt, all that shit. I can understand acknowledging it as a thing, but like let's be real, there's no point in they're just stupid because why would you focus on it? Right? I personally think they're looking for a reason to give up, to be like, oh, it's all genetics, so why even try? Right? When there's lots of stuff that they could maximize, and sure, they might not end up as handsome as a fucking supermodel, right? As fucking Chico or Jordan Barrett or Sean O'Pry or what's his name? Uh, shit, I forgot his name. But they might not end up as like a fucking supermodel, attractiveness. But they can be the best looking version of themselves, right? They might not look like Chris Hemsworth. They might not look like Michael B. Jordan. They might not look like, um, yeah. I'm gonna move on because I'm running out of names that I can think of. Oh, they might not look like a Chris Pines or something. They might not look like Idris Elba, but they'll look like the best version of themselves, and that's fine. They might because like that's improvement, right? If you go from a 4 to a 5, you might be a 5, but you were a 4 before. That's an improvement, right? So I don't see the problem in that, and I don't understand. Like I can understand you looking, as I said, at the black pillars who just focus on stuff like eye shape and bone structure and facial thirds and shit. But it's like, bro, I can understand acknowledging it as a thing, but there's no point in focusing on it because there's really nothing you can do about it besides like maybe surgery, which I would say is the last resort in general. Like you don't need surgery. You'll never need surgery, right? But you'll always need fitness because it makes you look better and you'll be healthier for it, right? Quality and quantity of life. You'll be better if you're in shape, right? Nice skin, quality, and probably quantity in terms of like if you take care of your skin, it'll last you longer, right? It'll look nice for longer, right? Nice hairstyles. Hairstyles are changing anyways. You'll change your hairstyle anyway. It's hair. It grows back. I mean, hell, some of it is literally just preserving your hair, right? Which people want to do anyway without it. So I don't see the problem with the look. Yeah, this is me just coming to a defense of the reasonable Looksmaxxers, which are most of them. Right? I don't get the distaste that people have for them because most of it is just separate communities coming together, right? So I don't understand why you wouldn't. You don't have to like it, but like, why would you need to hate it? Like people will be like, it's cringe. Look at him taking care of his skin. Look at him going to the gym. It's cringe. Like, bro, what's your problem? How is it cringe? Because because I'm trying to improve myself, right? I've acknowledged that looks do matter because they do. Looks do matter. You'd be delusional to deny that looks do matter. It matters. Why? Because pretty privilege is the thing that you talk about and you've experienced it. People who are more attractive, just what's it called, some things are easier for them, especially in social situations. If you meet someone completely new off the street, no wait, if someone walks up to you just like cold on the street, based on his attractiveness will determine how your initial reaction to them will be, right? If someone's less attractive, you might be more intimidated. You might be wondering why they're coming up to me or something. But if they're attractive, you're more likely to give them a chance to talk to you, right? Just because of the halo effect of attractive people, right? We'll be like, like you look like at a. I'm gonna give you an example that most people know, Joe Goldberg, and then I'm gonna talk about face shapes. That one is just a bit of a rant, but Goldberg from You. Do you think if he was an unattractive guy, girls would be swooning over him like they do on TikTok? He's a stalker. He's a serial killer. He's crazy, right? But because he's attractive, you're more likely to understand him, right? If he was giving his monologues like, I'm doing it for you, Beck, blah, 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 and he was ugly, it would not be received the same way because it would be creepier than it already is. They had to make him more creepy in season 4, specifically because he was too attractive, right? So that's the thing. Looks do matter, and I think it's weird that people will make fun of those who acknowledge and try and improve on it.